CheekySport on Rinse.
I'm Charlie Sloth and this is fire in the bin. No, obviously, you're now tuning to Rinse FM. This is CheekySport here with myself, Big J.
CheekySport Akeem.
Like a Chris.
Hey.
And obviously, we got my brother in the building. Obviously, he's more than a friend of the show. He's family of the show. And I'm not going to lie, he's got this serious footballer trim right now. So I know he's getting 60 bags a week. We got Rants N Bants in the building. What's going on, my brother? You good, yeah?
Yeah, man.
How much?
No, you know Terminator? Do you guys know about Terminator? He's a grime MC.
Yeah.
He always says, man who grow out their hair, they don't need to worry about corporate life. So that's why he goes, that's only for man who got peas.
Yeah.
If you get trimmed like mine, it means that you guys ain't really there yet to be doing all the mad stuff. So
I still can't believe that's even happening. People are going to work and say, listen, you need to go home and shave.
That's mad. That is mad, I think.
well, make it a point, what, for their haircuts and
Bro,
that?
that's happening.
Yeah, it is.
Straight.
No, it's true though, isn't it? You see, man,
can't
like,
even go
no,
to
I'm
school and that.
I'm Rastafarian. This is my religion.
Yeah.
Don't care. Listen, mate, I don't care,
In that
Kwame.
religion, you don't need money, no? All right, mate. That's it, bro. I'm telling
Listen,
you.
Kwame, you
Shave
better
that
go
off.
and shave them things off, mate. Obviously, it is international break. Obviously, I see Key wearing his England.
He's
right
such a
now.
loser, isn't he?
Repping,
Such a
Am I
loser.
loser?
repping right now.
Crazy.
Bro,
You cuss me
bro,
for wearing the Arsenal
bro,
jackets,
you're wearing-
yeah?
bro,
Repping my team, bruv, yeah?
Hey, you're wearing your team every week.
What?
yo,
Like,
come
because
on.
international weekend, you think you're gonna wear this, yeah?
I'm repping for England, innit?
Yeah, last week you was all wearing Wakanda. This week now, look, it's come on, man, make your mind up. Which ones are you? You're not even light skinned, brother. Leave that to me.
He said he can't read the England thing. At the moment, as we're recording this right now, it is Spain versus England, and England are winning 1-0.
Yeah.
Explain how that works out, please.
What, this whole UEFA Nations League thing?
What's going on today?
It's UEFA Nations League.
Man's under pressure now to explain.
Yeah, it's on the best.
I didn't explain. Well, what it is, what they wanted to do is, so basically, because put it this way, to make it very, very basic, it's a group of 3 teams, 3 countries.
There's 4 in some groups.
4 in some, and there's one league. Obviously, there's one league there, and there's a League B, so you can get relegated because Poland are the first team to get relegated to League B.
So what does that mean?
We get relegated, innit?
What's League B?
It's the
It's a
League
weaker
B.
league.
It's the
It's a
one.
weaker
You know
league.
what I mean?
So who's in that?
Weaker teams.
Just weaker teams.
Well, like Wales and them thing.
Yeah. I think.
and Gibraltar in the
Nah, Gibraltar's not in the same
So
league.
but
as-
how?
and
So what-
Armenia
hold on.
and that.
So what? And they can go back up.
Yeah, because this whole thing is supposed to be a build up to the Euros, isn't it?
They're just trying to make.
So basically, everyone's in the Euros.
Friendlies less.
No, not
crap.
everyone's in the Euros.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just trying to make the friendlies less, but they're trying to make it more competitive.
Yeah, but how do you qualify then?
And they're trying to make countries who don't normally qualify for the Euros because you're giving countries like Gibraltar again against France
big
getting
up-
packed up.
big up
So they
Gibraltar
keep the
because they won
quote-unquote,
their first
not,
ever
not to be
game.
rude, but the lesser to big up Gibraltar.
They
who
won their first ever
against,
competitive game.
against Armenia.
Armenia, but
yeah.
and the truth is, they ain't winning no competitive game if they weren't for something like Nation League, because you're gonna go in a group and you're gonna get smacked up 4-5
but
nil.
they always get
Most of the
smacked
time.
up.
More like 10, 11.
That's what I'm trying to
Exactly.
say. And the last team they beat was like Latvia. So
Yeah,
they're
but how
trying to keep the countries.
How does this? I don't understand it.
So the whole
who
point-
did Gibraltar just play?
They play like Armenia or
Your
something.
boy Mkhitaryan was getting
Yeah,
packed
Mkhitaryan's
about.
getting papped up still. Bro, I heard at the end of the game, no one was even running for his shirt. Because you know he's the star.
He's supposed to be the star, innit? Like the Armenian star after Kim Kardashian.
You see, this is why Rants is the smartest out of you 3 United fans here, yeah?
Why's that?
Man ain't saying nothing, yeah? He's been respectful about man, yeah? I was only a year and a half ago, and you man was all over
We say
him.
Rants, you miss Mickey, yeah? You miss him.
I'm not saying
Over
I'm
Sanchez,
just saying
bro.
I miss him, but you know what, brother?
Man's got respect for my man, innit?
Yeah, he
we're
created
just-
chances,
We're talking
bro.
about UEFA. I'm trying to educate
Nah,
you.
but
kids.
if he was at Manchester United, you wouldn't even have made that joke.
Nah,
And you know it.
nah, it was funny.
Especially you.
It was funny.
Especially you. Don't even.
It was funny.
And
Don't
listen,
even bother.
all we're trying to say is the lesser countries are playing against more lesser countries for more of a chance to qualify for
Some of them bottom
Euro
league.
2020.
Which makes sense.
Which makes more sense.
Because
Some of them-
I
the
think
team-
they're trying to add teams to the tournament. That's why, innit?
Yeah, of course. That's
Some
what
of them
I'm saying.
bottom leagues are toilet though, man. There's Macedonia, Liechtenstein, Armenia, and Gibraltar.
Bruv, I was just saying that. I was just saying that earlier. No one could tell me that international football is the highest level, blood. You play against some crap teams. Like,
No, but it's funny though because we were on the show and we were
when you
talking-
play in the Champions League,
No,
it's
but
a
you
lot
know
harder.
before, it was like if you got caps,
Yeah.
that was a really big deal to
not
go and
no more,
represent
though.
your country. Now it's like players are
Yeah, but
thinking, you know
here's the-
what?
Yeah,
Man,
but
breaking
I don't even
records.
really want to rep the country. I'm not really feeling it because it's not really helping me.
But here's
You got
the question though: would you prefer if you only could win one, Champions League or the World Cup? If you were a player,
Champions League.
is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what it is, yeah? Because the World Cup comes around every 4 years, it's more prestigious, innit?
That's what I'm saying.
However, Like
I could do a Griezmann, win Europa and World Cup. Do you got rate me?
No, because you know why I say that?
If I don't win the World Cup, I'm not going to be upset because not everyone can win the World Cup because it depends on what nation you're from, etc., etc. But a Champions League,
it's true. It's a bit. There's a bit of luck about winning the World Cup, man. Because
What, like being in a good team?
Because it's where you fell out of your mum, innit, bro?
Yeah.
Like, really? like it is. Like, if you win the Champions League, then you're probably playing for the best team in Europe because you're one of the best players in Europe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, if you just happen to be French, bruv, like, cool. Like, Mkhitaryan just happened to be
still
Armenian,
got,
bruv.
but you
It's
still got to
peak.
get into the team.
And he's the
though.
only baller. Look at Mo Salah. He just happened to be Egyptian. Now he's the only decent baller in the whole team.
Yeah, and it's
Like-
funny as well because he went on international duty and come back injured.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
waste. Liverpool fans are going nuts over that.
Yeah, but that's what makes international duty. No, but that's why managers are telling man, don't go on international duty. I'm begging you.
Arsenal used to
Or
dread
they
that.
call up the managers. Or they call up the managers.
So Alex used to be the master of that.
What, like calling up the
Shaitan.
call them up and be like, listen, mate.
Yeah. Dan
He don't
Skippy.
play.
Yeah, all them tricks.
Yeah, he would ring the manager and say, you know what, he doesn't. He
Yeah,
only
he don't
plays
play.
15 minutes,
Yeah.
bro.
So let's
No,
really
obviously-
talk about. I don't come in and sit.
Back to your checkers and checks.
Here we go.
Why did he come in all sheepish for?
I
by
know,
the way?
as if he's not coming on camera, you know.
Yeah.
Bro, why are you wasting time slapping hands in that?
Bad guy, bro.
You know what? If it was Akeem, you lot would have waited to start.
No.
He's paid a race card, didn't he?
Bro,
Listen, bro, you're 20
Lives matter,
you're 20 minutes late, bro. You trying to you wants to have a 10-minute show, cuz.
Anyone that knows that takes a district line, you will know today.
That line's a mad
Bloody
thing, bro.
nightmare to get in.
Nah, the district line's a mad thing still, bro.
Yeah, but why do you get Uber? You're famous.
Listen,
You should be taking
listen,
trade.
I'm broke. I gave you a tenner last week on camera. That was my last tenner.
I need another one. You've got more.
all right, look. On a note, obviously, the
What
reason-
rubbish has Akeem been talking about?
We're talking about England. We're talking about England. We're talking about UEFA Nations League.
Oh, you talking about Rashford borrowing Lukaku's jeans? Is
this guy's still on these crud
that what
jokes.
you're talking about this week?
Wait, hold on, Jack.
He's been in 2 minutes. And
Is that
just
true?
smoking,
I didn't know they were that good friends.
Jack,
Bro.
what we're asking.
That's
He's
sorry,
into
nah.
that.
He's trying to annoy man.
Jack.
Because I'm not gonna lie. Rashford missed 2 6.
Yeah, a man said Trashford.
was looking like
Oh
That's
no!
what I swear, blood. I swear to
looking
you,
like Big
fam.
J up front, mate.
A man said Trashford, blood. I just sit down here and just say, you know what, bruv? Man's gonna have to hold that L.
Yeah. Sometimes, bro.
You have to.
See, sometimes,
Yes, sir.
kids,
You know,
let that be a
Reds
lesson to you, kids. Sometimes you gotta hold that
gotta
L.
hold that L.
You gotta
You
hold
have
it,
to, man.
Because Rashford missed 2 6.
Mate, I don't know how he-
No, but big man thing. Hey, no, big man thing. Yeah, you see, like when you miss those sort of chances, you know, like we're talking about Mahrez missing that penalty.
You have to pull up a hamstring.
The
or something.
nightmare is not.
do what Pogba did against Valencia. Just clutch
Hey, no,
your
wait,
ankle.
hold on.
Yeah, you
Can
have to.
can I ask a quick question? Yeah, if any of you lot's friends miss those sort of sitters, would you ban them in the group chat?
Yeah, of course.
Hey, you man are savage.
Yeah.
Well, you have to.
Get in.
You know, we're still back. Like, let's
That's
say
the thing. Like
if Mahrez missed
that's
that
what
pen,
makes me think. Do you reckon Lukaku and
But we're still
Rashford get
better.
it? Do they get it in a group?
No, but
chat?
that's what. No,
Do you reckon after they get it, they go,
Do you know the
Rashford.
maddest thing? Do you know the maddest thing is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they were saying, like I said, there was a show. Obviously, Ryan Giggs was even talking about it as well.
Yeah.
He was like, back in the day, he used to come in, and he used to come in and do a few tricks coming on after like 50 minutes, 60 minutes and that.
Yeah.
But the players he was playing with, Pallister, Hughes, like Keane, Cantona. So when he made any mistakes, when they got into the dressing room, those men were just
Proper geezers,
Hey, what
innit?
are you
They-
doing out there?
Net.
What are you doing out there? You having a laugh? Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, they
there was
mocked it.
actual leaders on the pitch, which obviously we're not talking about Man United now, but that's one
here
of
we
the
go.
things that's missing.
What about
Dribbling. Man's dribbling.
England.
Do you think that
International
Harry
red
Kane?
spot,
Well,
That
here's the thing.
bloody club,
Here's
yeah.
Harry Kane. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about Harry
Guys,
Kane.
do you guys reckon Harry Kane would give him Marcus the Badder and be
Nah.
like,
But
Rashford-
they wouldn't be able to understand him.
You're taking a minute now. You can't say that.
Harry
You can't
Kane
say
just
that.
spitting on man, blood. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, no, blood.
Say no more, my guy. Yeah. That's cool, man. That's cool.
Oh no, bro! But if a man misses like that, you have to give him. You have to
Yeah,
give him
yeah.
all the. No,
Yeah,
you
you
have
give him
to.
Because
give
I
him
think
the
that
full works.
we were talking about this a lot. England cannot afford to miss those chances.
No, they can't.
They ain't got
they
like no
can't.
strikers.
Yeah, but does it matter? Ain't they getting through anyway?
No.
This league be.
Wait, is that
See,
the
rate it, man,
What's the
because
score?
they lost to Spain and they drew to Croatia.
Oh, it's
So
2-0.
they got
Hey,
one point.
So how
They
come,
got
so how
one
come no
point.
one's panicking though?
It's 2-0.
But no one's panicking.
And guess who scored?
What, to England?
Trashford.
It's coming home.
Everyone's changing. That's it. You are the.
It's 3-0. Are you mad?
Is it?
Yeah, look, real talk. It's 3-0.
It's 3-0 Sterling, yeah. Away from home.
Hey, it's coming home, mate.
In Spain, bro.
Sterling too. Hey, listen, Sterling's been listening to the man because we've been on to him. I've been like, Raheem, my bro, you gotta start putting these
Hold on a
away.
minute.
geezer.
So hold on a minute. Is this a friendly now?
No, it's not
It's the
friendly.
UEFA Nations League.
Yeah, I
It's
saw you last time twice.
3-0, you know.
Man's packed out the hair 3 times, blood. Isn't it? I'm just like,
Them ones, confident.
England's beating Spain 3-0.
Yeah.
In a non-friendly.
in Spain as well.
This is
This is
competition.
for points, bro.
So what was Croatia game?
Hey, this is proper,
Points,
you know.
1 point.
So how come England ain't panicking? How come the media's not going nuts?
Because they knew he was going to do a madness tonight. That's
But don't get twisted, they have got man like Aspas up front still. They got players like Aspas up front and that.
Hey, he left the jeans at home today.
Hey,
I respect it.
But look, obviously, Jack, one of the questions you missed, we were talking about, would you rather win the World Cup or the Champions League? The question
World
is...
Cup, 100%.
He's a Fulham fan for Pete's sake.
100%.
He'll win anything. You should have said Worthington Cup, brother. He'd have taken that. He'd have snapped that up.
Nah, do you know why? Because the country, everyone can celebrate it together.
Yeah.
So who are you playing for, by the way?
What do you mean?
Kazakhstan, rude boy.
No.
Rep it.
Hey, listen,
Jack,
Kazakhstan are going nowhere
hold
near
on,
that
Chris,
World Cup.
hold on, Chris, you can't start with the banter. Hold on.
Jack and Bar.
Chris, you can't start the banter.
I could probably get...
Jack's got closer to a European Cup than Arsenal.
Yeah.
When was Fulham in the
I bet
last
that.
European final?
2010, baby.
All right, when was your last European final?
Champions League final.
Oh, yeah, when was
06.
that? 06,
So
man.
shut up.
Champions League final.
Yeah.
Anyway, the reason why we brought it up anyway is because of the Ballon D'Or. The Ballon D'Or shortlist came out like, what, 5-6 days ago, innit?
Yeah.
And obviously there's a lot of big players missing. Like,
But we always say on the World Cup year,
Yeah,
it's
it
all
has
about
to be
World
on
Cup.
the World Cup.
so what World Cup matters more then. So that means
To be honest,
somebody who wins World Cup
for me this year, there wasn't a
No?
play. There wasn't like a select few players that bossed the World Cup and came out and that, and everyone went, right, yeah.
What do you
he's
mean?
the best in the world. Tell me, okay, what? Mbappe played well in a couple games. Pogba did
couple?
all right. Modric, and I'm sorry, this whole Modric loving, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan.
Me neither.
I'm not a fan.
I agree.
I'm not a fan. If you're one of the best players in the world, you're not letting your team get slapped up 6-0 against Spain the game after the World Cup. No way.
Oh,
Are you mad?
come on, bro,
Oh, sorry.
man.
So what? He's the best player in the world. Are you mad?
No, we're not
No,
saying that,
bruv.
but
My
That's what they're
Modric thing
saying.
was Modric did play well.
He played well,
He
but it
was in a
wasn't
good
like-
team. But also, like,
Look at
he
the
had a bit
pass.
of luck on his side. He bottled a penalty, blood, and he was lucky he got to take another one. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
it's
If
one of them ones-
if
they would have gone out,
if they would have gone out,
after he missed that
no
penalty,
one would have said
about
anything.
Modric.
He was hard. He was hard.
But you know the logic that people say though is that if he ain't winning it, then Ronaldo definitely can't win it because
Messi should be winning it though, bruv.
Why is
Facts.
Stop talking about Messi.
I'm a Messi man, but
now he
no.
wants to say. He
But
wants
wait,
to
hold
say.
on, no.
How
The
can you
reason why I
say
said-
no, but I can back it up
hold on,
with
the
bloody
reason why I
numbers?
said-
No, he always
Are you
does them
dumb?
numbers. He
What
always does
numbers?
them numbers.
What do you mean? What numbers? Did you see the numbers he got last
Yeah, but in the
season
World
before?
Cup. Yeah, but hold on.
Yeah, but there wasn't anything
It's a World Cup
significant.
year, Chris.
They didn't win the Champions League. They won La Liga, but that was it.
Let me tell you something.
We lost one game.
The same reason
Yeah, but
there's
it
no
doesn't matter,
listen,
like-
the same reason there's no City games being talked about. City just did Centurions in the league.
Yeah.
Messi just badded up his league. It don't
Yeah.
matter. So you had
That's
to do
normal.
both.
To be
So
the
you had-
best player in
that's
the world, you
normal.
need to win
No,
the
you don't-
Champions
they don't have
League.
to do both.
You need to
That's
win the
all
World Cup or
nonsense.
be in the final.
That's
either.
all
It's
nonsense.
simple as that.
So that
really.
means Griezmann should win it because Griezmann won Europa
Exactly.
League and won World
So
Cup.
should he? Should he?
No, because
should
you're
have
not.
been
But he
there,
ain't gonna
though.
come close.
No, but Griezmann
coming
should have been
close,
in the
mate.
conversation for sure. But Mbappe was cold, fam.
He was cold,
He
but
was just
like
so cold, bruv. Like, he was a game changer in it. And that's what it is.
But for PSG
these
last
two
year,
Prats
did he
didn't rate him though? These
Huh?
two Prats didn't rate him.
No,
though.
but for PSG last season,
I'm still not.
How good was he? That's the problem.
On the
No,
Mbappe.
He's
no,
killer.
No,
No, I'm only Mbappe
no,
trained, but
Mbappe-
it's not like
Mbappe is a baller, yeah. Like, I
Mbappe's
think-
hard.
I think that like because of how football's going now and his age and that, people just like they love the
They're
gas.
gassing it.
Yeah,
Oh,
They
that's
love
the
the gas.
problem.
Like,
They gas-
Mbappe is
Do
a
you know why?
baller.
Do you know
He's a
why?
baller.
But you know
goals
why?
back
Social
Messi and
media just
Mbappe's
gas
a
players
baller.
up like that nowadays.
Mbappe
Everyone
is a
gets gassed up.
baller, but do you know what I'm
Sorry,
saying?
sorry.
Like when he's playing for France, he's playing with some bloody good players
Yeah.
as well, bro. Do you know what I mean? When you
And
see
the
some of the
PSG
passes that he's getting on the end of here, bro, like normal people can't play those.
It's true. It's
Do you
true.
know what I mean?
Yeah, but you
And-
know
and
what?
this guy's got electric pace. His pace more than
His
anything.
turn of pace,
is
if
what
anything,
is
that's
dirt.
the maddest thing.
That's
His
the
turn
thing.
of pace.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
but at the same time, like we can say, yeah, he's playing with some bad boy players, but I see Nicholas Bentner in the new camp playing with some good players. Man's 1-on-1. He couldn't control the ball.
Now I hear
what I'm
that,
saying.
but like even the other day he bagged 4 goals, yeah, and 3 of them, Neymar pretty much just said, "Here's
Sitters.
a
Yeah,
knife and
yeah,
fork,
just
mate."
scored
You
them.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Bang it in.
People still miss
Yeah.
those like Adebayors, Lukaku's.
No.
all right. But would you prefer Mbappe over Neymar right now?
100.
Yes, 100%.
I think Neymar's hype.
I don't think he's hype, but
I don't think he's hype.
He's a bit
Mbappe's
better
more likely to
than
be
Robinho.
consistent.
Yeah, but I think if Neymar's not in that team, Kylian don't throw up them numbers, bro. Them two, when you look at, they actually showed stats, that these
passing.
man, the way they pass together and the way they link up. But for me, if there's no Neymar,
then there's no Kylian.
No,
There's
I get that,
So
bro.
let's just wait. That's what I'm trying to say.
But
He's
the
got to
thing
wait
is,
because he's still young.
The thing is with Mbappe though, for me, is that if he's to come to your club, I don't think he's gonna have an ego like Neymar.
No, he's not.
He's not gonna cause any issues. He's gonna come. He's gonna do his job. Whereas Neymar,
He shouldn't. He shouldn't.
Yeah.
He's a young
I
baller.
know. I know. But if Neymar went to your club, he want to be the penalty taker. He want to take free kicks.
and
He wanna
rightly
do this.
so. Have you seen
And
man's
rightly
goal
so.
record? It's
Which is
a mad
cool.
thing.
I understand that,
Man's
but
gonna
I
break
feel
Pele's
like
record and that.
no, I understand that, but I feel like I would prefer Mbappe on the basis that I think he'll just come and do his job. Whereas
Yeah,
Neymar, there's always a risk. There's always a risk with Neymar.
Yeah,
But on
Always
that
a
point,
risk.
Jack, you got to remember though that Neymar's like 26,
Yeah.
Kylian Mbappe is a kid.
Exactly.
Kylian Mbappe, you'll see when he's
Exactly.
26, he's gonna be arrogant as
He's
well.
gonna have that
Wow.
on.
You never know, bro. I don't know.
All the best players in the world. Look, Messi and Ronaldo are arrogant, you know.
Hella.
Bro, you think anyone's taking the ball off them?
Hello.
Messi's humble.
True. But
Messi's humble, yeah. Messi's humble.
he is. Messi's humble, man.
Messi.
Bro.
So I got love for him.
Bro, have you not heard about what Maradona's been saying about him?
McDonald's.
Maradona
He's
takes-
hated.
Yeah.
He's a hater.
It's not even that. He takes a lot of dodgy things, if you know what I mean.
You
So,
see
I can't
what
say on it, it's a family show, but-
Uncle Maradona's done when he was doing the Scarface thing. Man, left the smear.
Bro, do you see him again? You see him against who is it when they lost?
Nigeria.
Against Nigeria, bro. I've
He
never
was
seen a
dancing with
guy.
Nigeria
I've never
lady,
seen a guy
auntie.
like that in my life.
Love that.
He was off.
I can't
he
swear.
was not, bro.
I can't tell you what he's doing, little kids, but it was bad.
But what he said about
But
what
he
he said
knows,
about
he
Messi
knows
was
Messi.
right though.
He said,
No,
brother,
right.
and he's right spot on. Messi is a brilliant, and I've always said
Yeah.
it. He's a brilliant team player. He's an outstanding team player, but he's not a leader, bro.
Yeah, there's two
like he's
difference.
not. There's different people are natural born leaders. There's some players that are amazing players,
Mental.
team players though. Do you know what I mean? They're amazing team.
I wouldn't
players.
say. I would say
And then
he's a
you've got-
leader in his
no,
own
no,
right.
You've got certain
no,
man,
no.
bro,
He
he
can't
can't
handle
his
game.
feet.
He
He's
can't.
into his feet.
He can't handle the pressure though.
You say
No,
that.
no, you can't say that.
How
That's
can you say
nonsense.
that?
That's
He's won
nonsense.
100 trophies.
That's nonsense. That's nonsense,
Guys.
bro.
Let me tell you
No,
something.
no,
Guys,
you can't handle the
listen.
pressure. No,
Chill.
I'm not having that.
Let me tell you something. You see Messi, yeah? There's been several times in international where you've seen him lose his confidence and go into himself.
What do you mean
Geezer,
lose confidence?
geezer.
What are you talking
Bare
about? Lose
times.
confidence? No.
Bare
Hey,
times.
wait, hold on.
Playing
I'm
with his
not
head down on. Listen, this is what.
Playing with his what?
This is what
with his head
Maradona was
down
like.
and not
on
winning the
pitch.
ball. bro.
Yeah.
yeah. I've
No,
seen.
because he get pissed off. Hold on.
Bare times for Argentina.
Hold
You
on.
guys ain't seen him do that.
Yeah, and he doesn't.
Hey,
have the
Jermaine,
ball, like-
You know what? I've
Jermaine.
never said this
Listen,
before,
listen.
but you're a football thicker, mate.
That's a
No,
fact.
I've never said that in my life. I've held it back for this. You're a football thicker. mate.
Rewind, hear it again. Hey, Jack. No, Jermaine. Do you know what? Yeah. I know what you're saying in one flex because
It is true.
you know Maradona.
It's
Hold on,
facts.
you know Maradona. What he was saying, probably why some people believed it is when he said, he goes toilet 20 times." Yeah, he's probably. Do you know what? Do you know why? Do you know what? Messi's the sort of person who's probably like listening to the team talk, and he's probably like, you know, when you got to look around like. I don't need to hear this. This is for you, man. I don't need to hear this. Man goes on his phone outside and that, probably plays some Candy Crush and that. Man ain't listening to
Arrogant.
Man don't listen.
Arrogant.
Man don't need to
He's
listen
not
to no
humble. He's not
tactics. Man don't need to listen.
Maradona's right though.
No, Maradona's-
For Argentina, Messi's a different
How can
person.
you say that? How can
No,
you
no,
say
no,
that?
but
He's got all them
easily.
goals.
Easily.
They've got to fight.
You didn't watch the World Cup then.
They got to.
I did.
What are you talking about?
Listen,
You didn't watch the World Cup.
But the team
Look back in the
was
past. Look back in the past. They got to
When
two Copa
Argentina was
America
getting-
finals.
And-
They got to a
and-
World Cup
and they
final.
bottled them
They
both,
bottled
I
it.
swear.
Yeah, cool. I hear that.
No,
But-
they bottled. Hold on, they
But it was
bottled it. Not
Higuain.
Messi.
It was mainly Higuain.
Not they
though.
bottled
was
it,
mainly-
Messi did.
No, not Messi.
Bro, on that note,
No.
on that note, that
You
means,
got Kun Aguero, yeah? You got Higuain.
bro, couldn't
Di
you got
Maria,
Di Maria?
Lavezzi.
But they're not
Hey,
gonna-
man.
Pins-
Allow
Messi.
it, man. Allow
Hey,
it, man.
Chris,
Messi was the one doing the substitutions. Allow it.
Wait, hold on.
Allow
Jay,
it,
Jay,
man.
on that
Allow
point,
it, man.
hold on, Jermaine.
He was doing the subs today.
Let's go, allow it, man.
Sapali's like,
He's getting punched up.
Sao Paulo was like, who's that put on? He
Sapali's
was like, yeah, bring on Aguero.
Oh, the way he had him on the ropes was
Can I bring
crazy.
on Aguero?
He was like, "No, you're bringing this guy." He's like, "Okay."
with his body warmer on. Oh, can I bring
How
on
can this-
Aguero?
how can
I'm
this-
sorry,
I
man.
can't believe this is
I
up for
didn't mean
discussion.
it.
Bro,
So, long story short, long story short, I need everybody to tell me right now who they think should win Ballon d'Or then.
Messi.
Wait.
Hey, stop. Oh,
hold on.
Bro, Chris gets me mad.
Jay,
Why
Jay.
Messi?
You know how dumb this is? You
Why
know what?
Messi?
I've got to talk to the producers in front of me right now because this is so dumb. Like,
Damn,
Messi's broken records, fellas.
Bro, it's about the
Ladies
last
and
year,
gentlemen.
geezer.
No shit! Are you dumb? No shit!
And
He
there
got
goes my
42
ears.
goals, brother. What's wrong with you, man?
He scored
Bro.
more than that in the season before. You know that. That's not even his record. That's not even his record.
You know what?
That's not
You know
even
what?
his record.
You know what? I'm sorry for. You know what? I should've
Chris looks
shouted.
like someone's told him the Illuminati ain't real.
No.
You know what?
Bro,
These men are football
if man
figures.
can
No,
agree,
you're
yeah,
dumb.
if man can
You're
agree,
actually mad dumb.
Yeah, you
Dumb.
are
That's
dumb.
dumb. That's
Bruv,
dumb.
in
That's
tournament, yeah, I think everyone's agreed
Everyone
that
knows.
the unwritten rule is, yeah, whoever does well in the Euros or in the World Cup.
Yeah, but you know
blood.
that shouldn't be a barometer, Rants.
Listen,
That should not be a
Yeah, but
barometer.
man can say it shouldn't be, but it is, blood.
How can I play all season?
legend.
I've played
He made
52 games,
Ballon
yeah?
D'Or shortlist.
I've scored 48 goals, yeah?
What?
And one man's going to go and win the Euro or the World Cup, and they deserve the Ballon d'Or over man.
No, hold on. Let me say one thing though. I
pissed.
have to say, certain players that shouldn't be in there. Yeah, even though I love him, players like Kante. Yeah, the reason why Kante shouldn't be is because Kante. It's not like Kante had an incredible World Cup where he was one of the best players. Was so good, and his league year was poor. Yeah, for his standards. So he should not be in a Ballon d'Or shortlist, but he is.
But he is.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the
why?
problem.
But a lot of men are in there
He's a
on
World
their
Cup.
name, blood.
That's dumb then. That's dumb.
Should Pogba be in it? That's the question.
No, he bloody shouldn't be.
What do you
My
think?
days, bro.
Based on the
Why
World
should
Cup,
he be in there?
Based on the World Cup, he was one of France's best players.
So what, just the World Cup? What about the whole season?
The whole season, no. But that's what I'm saying. So it depends, bro. Like,
I don't know
if
why
we've all
Lovren isn't
agreed
in there.
I
that the
didn't agree with
barometer
that.
is the World Cup,
Lovren deserves to be in
because
it.
Yeah,
that's what
Lovren deserves to be in
They've
there.
agreed that
Yeah,
the
the
barometer is the
Lovren,
World
mate.
Cup. So
Did someone just
it
say
is what it is.
Lovren?
Yeah, Lovren should be in
does.
there.
What, are you being sarcastic?
Nah,
Trying to
real
wind man up?
talk, real talk.
Brother, he got to the Champions League final
Best defender
and the
in the
World
world,
Cup
mate.
final.
Damn. Did you see him in the World Cup? He was sliding
Oh, my
everywhere.
days.
Man's ankles are broken.
Do you know what that is?
He was
Do you know what that
horrible.
is?
Two broken
Do you know what that
ankles.
is? That's world class. You just don't know.
He was in there trolling
It's a
himself.
different. It's a new wave of defending.
I'm done.
It's a
I'm
new
trying
way
to
of
find these
defending.
goals from him. I can't bloody find it. But listen, bro.
I can't bloody
Ob-
find it.
You
Obviously,
can't find how many goals Messi scored.
No, there's like a list where you see all the years, and like there was one season.
One season was ridiculous.
Yeah,
What's it, like 96
Yeah,
goals.
yeah, I was like,
I
I don't know
saw
how
some
he did
mad,
that.
saw
I don't
some
know how he
mad
did
thing
that.
in all comps. So what I'm trying to say is Messi didn't even beat Messi.
So what?
last
You
season.
can't compare Messi to Messi.
bro.
But
It's
I
like-
honestly think everyone's getting bored of him and Ron now.
That's
and
it,
they
they're
just
bored.
need to
Yeah,
celebrate.
next.
but
That's it.
Facts.
Next.
No, but that's what it is, bro.
True,
It's
though.
like in basketball when LeBron didn't win the MVP
I'm
and he was
bored
the
of
best
it.
player.
I'm
blood.
bored of the argument
Because man,
now.
I'm bored of
it.
giving LeBron it
It's
every
bo-
year.
it's bo-
blood.
I'm
Like,
bored of
Come on,
it.
man.
but that's
So, but
dumb.
what
Give it to
I don't
someone.
like is
Give it Giggs there.
What I'm trying to say is this.
Give it to
It's
Mbappe,
World-
man.
Giggs
Bunny.
there.
No, it's World Cup year. We can
Don't say
all
Mbappe
agree
should
it's
win
going to
it.
be a World Cup.
So
No,
Jermaine,
I'm
who
not
should
saying
win
that.
it?
No, I'm
Jermaine,
not
who should
saying
win it? Your opinion.
Pogba or Griezmann.
This is a Cheekysport
Give
club.
it Pogba. Give it Pogba or give it Griezmann.
I think Griezmann or
Pogba, yeah?
Mbappe would definitely.
Give it
Even
Pogba
Akeem.
or hey, what was the
Even
speech?
Akeem.
Akeem. What was the speech? What's the speech?
What, for
Even
Pogba?
Akeem.
Pogba's?
No, Pogba's from the
One
World
more
Cup.
game.
One more game.
Yeah, that was
One more
hard.
game.
That
One
was
more
hard.
game.
They're hard.
One more game.
Hard.
Bruv, give
What
it
about the
Pogba.
league,
Shots
Jermaine?
working
Jermaine.
budge.
Alright,
That's
so
what I'm
what? I
saying.
can't give it Griezmann then.
No. Yeah, I said give it Giggs there.
Griezmann was quality for the whole.
It's
for the
quality,
whole
but
tournament.
no, but don't get
Penalty
twisted.
merchant. Penalty merchant. Give it a rest, mate. Give it a rest. Penalty merchant.
The
Penalty
way you said Pogba and Griezmann with confidence.
I'd rather give it excellent finish.
No, but you listen.
I'd rather give it to excellent
I'd
finish.
rather say that than Messi because he won the league.
So Jamaica,
Shut up,
can I say
bro.
something? Have you just like disregarded the whole 42, 52 games that were played previously?
Bro, listen.
So then who's your shortlist? Messi and Mo Salah.
Well, he did a really good
that's what I'm
speech in the semi-final. No one cares, bro. No one cares.
So what you saying?
What is this, a motivational
So what is
speaker?
Mo Salah in your top?
Yeah, what the best motivational speaker?
Hold on. Should Mo Salah be there?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he should.
Bro,
Why not? Oh, what? You want to give it to that Pogba guy who plays centre back?
Bro, what did
You wanna give it to my man,
Salah
really?
win? Hold on, what did Salah win?
Doesn't matter. He got further than any of your dead
No,
teams.
for the whole season.
Salah
what
won the
did
Golden
win?
Boot.
Yeah, he got to the Champions League final.
What is that?
You know how none of these men are confused? I swear to God.
bro.
I swear, I
Bro.
love
Mo
any
Salah got to
accents.
Champions League.
Listen to me. I swear, you two,
At
yeah?
this age, how are you man still hating?
In it.
That's all I got to say.
Not
mate.
even just that, though. These are backing up Mo Salah 2 weeks ago. Now look at them.
Not for the Ballon d'Or.
Wait,
With
yeah.
me.
No, these two
How about
packs.
them?
That's your calm,
Yeah,
geezer.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
calm.
I told man that Mo Salah was blowing smoke and it was a one-season thing, blood. I told them.
Hey, listen, he's
I
just
told
had a
him my
long
man
summer,
ran
mate.
his man ran himself out. Now his groin's done. Man's done with him, man.
Guys,
But he never
They
got
saying the
injured.
groupies and that.
All last season he never got
The
injured.
Egyptian groupies.
All last season he never got injured until the final. Yeah, now man's injured again already. He burnt himself out. But
I
I've done
actually can't laugh.
it.
I actually can't laugh.
bad.
No, I can't laugh at Mo.
Why
So
not?
what? Wait. Would you put Modric in there?
Yes, bro.
Okay.
Hold on, did you say no?
You have to put him in there because he won the
you have to
Champions
put him
League
in
and he
there.
got to the World Cup final.
You
That's
have to
why.
put him in there.
But I think the problem is, hold on, so no one's saying Ronaldo then? Yeah? Ronaldo ain't even in the conversation.
No, Ronaldo gets special mention.
Ronnie's in there because they won the Champions League as well. I get that.
He's got it near enough.
And
Okay.
do you know what? I get Modric, but I just
if
don't
Modric
get
is there,
Pogba.
Ronaldo's got to be-
I don't get Pogba.
Pogba won the.
I don't care. Yeah, but so did Pavan, whatever his bloody name is. He won the World Cup.
Nah, it
We're
doesn't
gonna
work
slap him in
now,
there as
bro.
well.
No, but so what? When Cannavaro won it, he won World Cup and he done.
And that was a
Because he
fast.
busted.
And that was a fast.
Real
though. No,
Madrid,
sorry.
bitch.
That was a fast.
That was a
fast.
dead year.
wait.
That was one of the worst years in
Nah.
football.
Wait,
What year
how's
was
it
that?
fast?
What year was that?
2006. How's it fast?
And-
How's it fast?
Because who was the bad boy that year?
Go on, you tell me.
I'm asking you.
You tell me.
It wasn't
No
Cannavaro,
one.
Tell
Nobody.
you tell me,
No,
geezer.
Zizou.
No, but Zizou headbutted the guy in the final.
That's why they didn't want to give it, man.
Wait, well, you're gonna
That's why they didn't want to give it, man, because he
But
headbutted him, man.
then also, he didn't play for the other half of the season because he was retired. So he was done with football at that point.
He just come through to flat.
Yeah, no, I know, but you got to have some sort of player.
But you man, but okay, so is
The
Ronaldo-
Ballon Dor's always
is-
political
is
anyway, it's
Ronaldo?
politics.
Hold on, so is
But
Ronaldo?
listen, all because it's not going Messi or Ronaldo.
Okay, wait, hold
so
on.
this what's funny. It's not going to Messi or Ronaldo, and now
it's
man are
politics.
panicking.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's what's mad.
No, that was
You
panicking.
just want to give it to Messi.
Because Messi's the best player in the world.
Oh, shut up, Chris. That don't even make sense, bro.
It
He's like
does.
just-
Well,
You
how
know
would
what?
it happen?
I
It's
have
about
to
a year
disagree with you
year.
on this one, Chris, because it can't be Messi or Ronaldo.
Why can't it be Messi?
Do you know what
Other
annoys me?
numbers.
It's the fact he's giving it to Messi, but he hasn't mentioned like once.
Bro, he's won the league and
Bare
that's
City
it.
players.
No,
did well
but
in
you know,
their
but you know,
league.
Ronaldo's
Jermaine,
Messi man done the well in their league.
who got golden boot in Europe?
Oh my god!
It was Salah.
No.
It was Salah.
No, it
Nah,
wasn't.
not in European champion.
Wait, in Europe? It's about in UA.
No.
Ronaldo.
They give
Cristiano
the
Ronaldo
they
won
give the
it.
go- you.
Who
Don't be
who
football
scored the most
fickos.
goals in Champions League?
That's not my question,
No,
you
no, no, no.
ficko.
Oh.
You football ficko.
So what is it? What is it?
My question is who got
What
the
is it? What
golden
is it?
boot?
Huh?
The season golden
saying
boot.
who scored the most
over
goals in
all
Europe?
European leagues?
Oh shit!
Who was it?
That's what I'm talking
Does
about.
that exist?
Yes, it does.
So man gets an award for that.
Yes.
Yeah, you get an award for the
Yeah,
most
golden
goals
boot,
in
brother.
Europe.
He doesn't. He don't know this.
So was Salah.
So
Hosting
what,
Cheeky
bruv?
Sport Man don't
No,
know.
bruv.
Let me be the new host.
That's dead.
Let me
bruv.
take over.
Because he
Alright.
scored the most goals.
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh, dead.
Let's just-
And
hold
he
on.
won the league.
Hold on. So who is going to
he
win?
won the league. That's what
Wait,
he's. That's
What
what
do you
I
mean?
like.
They lost by one. They lost one league game. Barcelona.
We know,
So
man,
what?
we
Yeah,
know,
but
bro.
bro.
Am I smoking or saying?
Yeah, you are.
It doesn't go to Messi,
Maybe,
man.
but
I don't know why you asked that
You know
question,
what
mate.
it is? You know what annoys me? It's the fact he forgot how Messi was acting in the World Cup.
who cares?
No. You
Man did all that. Oh, he scored this in Europe. Oh, he did all this in Europe.
Didn't do nothing in the World
What
Cup.
did he do in the World Cup? He was crying, bro.
Well, hold on. Hey, Jay.
He was crying.
Hey, Jay.
Certain time. He had to
team's
relegate
Jay.
his own manager
Yeah,
to the side.
Look at the manager wearing all black with the tattoos like that.
Yeah, bro. He had to.
That's
what
not
I'm saying.
on.
And then
That's
it's
not
like,
on.
but you know, Chris, he wants to have complete amnesia about the World Cup part of
Yeah.
mid-season.
Yeah.
But he's talking about man got golden boot in
Yeah,
Europe.
because he was so sick.
In a,
Hold on, if
in
I-
the league,
Okay,
where he
okay,
always
Okay, so
back
what
to-
did Pogba do in the season before
He's
that?
got amnesia.
And what's he done this season?
Pogba won the World Cup, guys. That's all I'm saying.
So what? He did a speech
he has
in the
more
final.
clout. He has
and he's
more
Ballon
clout
d'Or.
to grab it.
No, he
right
ain't got
now.
more clout to grab. No. Drop me out.
Wow.
You know, we'll let you
No,
guys.
wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Jermaine, hold on. Everyone just give. So who is going to win the Ballon d'Or then?
I don't
What's
know.
everyone's
Do you know
opinion?
what? I don't
Luka
care
Modric
now.
will win it.
Modric will win it.
Okay.
Modric will win it.
Everyone thinks Okay.
Everyone knows Modric's going to win it. But
Come on,
if you hate
Messi.
him,
Disgusting.
oh, it's Lionel. Oh, I love Lionel.
I do.
Shut up,
He's
bro.
artist. He's an artist. Man's a true artist.
Bruv, look at this.
True artist.
Football, blood.
I'd rather Messi than Modric. Let's put it that way. I'd rather Messi than Modric.
Nah, you got to rate
I'd
Modric.
rather.
serious?
The way you're saying that is like, come on, man.
Man got to a World Cup final and won the Champions League for the third time.
To be
in a
honest,
row, fam.
Bro.
do you know how easy it was to get to that World Cup final? I can't lie.
Bet easy.
And I'm
you
English.
can't say
I'm
that,
English,
geezer.
innit? And I would have been gassed.
No.
You can't say
I'm
that.
gassed, innit?
It
Football's
was
coming
easy,
on,
man.
rare.
What's the England
It was
score?
easy for England. It wasn't easy for England because England took the scenic route, blood.
Yeah.
But
Making my way down to
understand, yeah. Understand
And I'm home now.
that France beat Portugal and Argentina, bro.
Dead Portugal team.
And Argentina.
Weak Argentina team.
Oh, hell, man.
That's the worst. The worst.
Your guy
Argentina
What about
team.
Belgium?
Your guy was
What about
there.
Belgium?
Yeah.
And
What
Belgium.
about
Messi
Belgium?
can't do it on his own.
What about Belgium?
And Belgium.
Who beat Belgium?
France.
What was the score?
France.
Doesn't
1-0,
matter.
1-0,
bro.
1-0.
Thierry had the
They
hoodoo,
beat them,
innit? Thierry had the.
Blood, they slapped three of the
Yeah,
best
no,
teams in Europe.
Thierry
Thierry's
did judge.
coaching.
He did a
Thierry's
judge
coaching.
on. He did a judge
They
on
slapped three of the
Belgium.
best teams in the world, yeah, to get to that final.
And we
You have
must
to
say,
be
we
honest.
must say,
France were good,
do you reckon
France were
Henry's going to be a sick manager? I
hope
think
so.
he's going to be dead still.
Bruv, he's booking out. Bruv, understand, yeah?
They're in problems right now as well.
Jardim lost all of his man, them, yeah? That's the only reason why he got sacked, because he's a bad boy coach.
Of course.
And then they're like, yeah, let's give it to the black guy. Like, nah, blood. I'd have been like, I don't want this, blood. Nah, you set me up, blood.
They set him up, innit?
No, they chucked him in the sea. They didn't tell him there's sharks in there.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. It's the way.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Just go for a little swim.
I'm gonna lie.
Come on, Thierry, man. The fans love you, man.
Give it a week, mate.
Peak.
Give it a couple.
No, but what? No,
But
you know what? He made a good
blood.
decision. End of the day, who's gonna listen? Big up to people who live in Birmingham and that. But listen, it's Villa or Monaco, innit? Like, come on, come on, bro.
That's
You're mocking it. No, you're mocking it. You see,
That's how madness still.
Bro, no, he could have gone bull ring in that. It's calm. Go bull ring.
You would have probably got
Go
more
bull
money.
ring.
You would have probably got more money to spend at Villa, bro.
yeah, for real.
Nah, real talk.
But
you would've
Monaco's
done.
in the Champions League though. It's more.
Yeah, but you know, Henry's all about
Yeah, not
himself.
for long,
innit?
mate.
The man's thinking about what he could buy himself after the game. He
Bro,
ain't
you're
thinking
still
about
bitter.
that.
You're still bitter about Henry.
Wait, is
Man's still bitter about
Monaco's
Henry.
tax free, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Game over.
Bro, Chris.
Monaco's a
It's
tax
tax-
haven.
Him and
Tax
Lewis
haven.
Hamilton together, you know, kicking
And
it after the game.
he's living a high life in Monaco. What
Innit?
you want to put him in bloody?
You think
Aston?
Thierry's
you
dumb?
want to put him in West Bromwich and all these little places?
Bromwich.
He's not on that.
Bro,
He's not on that.
he'll love it. He'll love it.
Apologies to anyone from
I'll be
Birmingham.
honest,
Your area
I'll be
is
honest,
dead.
yeah. When Henry gets relegated, it's actually going to be mad madness.
It's gonna be peak, bro.
The memes will be crazy.
See, the
The
thing
memes
is,
will be
this
crazy.
is what makes football nasty. Because we're all saying this now, but the memes are going to be
Nah,
flying.
do you know
Nah,
what?
he's into
Do
well.
you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna
If
be like
Henry doesn't perform,
It's gonna
the
be
meme-
it's gonna be a fuzzy picture of Henry, and then they'll get the glasses, and it'll be Wenger at the end of it. That's the meme. That's not gonna be the first meme.
You're gonna
So when
make
he
that
starts,
one,
I'm
innit?
gonna make that one. That copyright claim.
But end of the day, man don't care innit. He's a short drive away from probably Renault HQ in that. Getting his sponsorship, Vavavoom and that.
Vavavoom.
Bro, it's all in line for him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Henry's a businessman.
I can't see him turning their fortunes around. How are you giving my man that as his first proper
First
job?
job,
Yeah,
innit?
Proper. And then relegation.
Yeah,
Relegation.
Yeah,
a
relegation.
team that's drowning.
One away.
Bottom of the Champions League as well.
And you know what annoys me as well? It's the fact, like you said, when Monaco won the league, they got stripped.
They got
Like
stripped of
literally everyone.
everything.
Everyone in
How
Europe was
much money?
like,
How much money?
got some nice
100.
ballers over there, guys.
Yeah,
We'll take a bit of that. Mbappe, take a bit of that.
Yeah, don't touch my phone. Don't touch my phone. Thank you.
Nah, they still got Falcao though. That's about it. Some washed up Falcao.
You can't talk about Falcao, brother.
What?
I'm sorry, man.
Put respect
Bro,
on
bro,
that.
he's- bro,
You can't talk about Falcao.
Bro, he still beats
After what
he
you
still
done.
beats Francis Jeffers, mate.
After what you done,
Now, when
still beat Francis
Falcao
Jeffers.
trimmed that long hair, that's when it went all pear-shaped. Because you know you said that long little luscious
Yeah, but
hair.
we got the dead
As soon as he
food
chopped
Falcao.
it, yeah.
You
You got his
we
brother.
got the dead Falcao because as soon as he went back, brother, he found his shooting
Yep.
boots. He just needed minutes.
You got
and,
the dead,
and also he'd been out injured for a while. So
they sent his brother.
Do you know
That's
what
what
I'm
they
saying?
did. They
Man
sent his
United
brother.
boy, no good. It's a poison
Hey,
chalice
listen,
right now.
so very quickly, yeah. Obviously, I was looking at the Netherlands versus Germany game. Obviously, Germany are
Big
drowning
result.
out here.
Leave him, man.
Let's pack them up, bro.
Yeah,
Measures happening.
They've had their time, mate. They've had their time.
They haven't scored a
sink.
goal since Ozil stopped playing, bro.
See? They're missing
And
Mesut
and
Abi.
just to
Oh,
confirm,
they scored a goal
hold
since
on.
then?
3 games, no goals.
Happy,
That's 3 games.
happy
They
birthday,
missed-
Mesut
I thought
Abi.
we missed more than 3 games.
Nah, they're missing Abi. They're missing Abi, mate. They're missing him.
And Jay,
That's what happens,
Jay,
mate.
you said this
I don't want them
manager,
to sack-
Joachim,
sack-
he said
yeah.
he shouldn't get sacked.
Sacked, nah.
Even though they've had a terrible World Cup and 3 or 4 games haven't even scored, let alone won a game.
I'm not
So
gonna.
Time's
they
up,
have to
mate.
get sacked. He has to get sacked.
His time is up, mate.
Yeah,
Because on that logic, then why did Ranieri get sacked this season after at Leicester?
They got
Bro,
relegated, you prat.
But
what do you mean they got relegated?
So-
What are you
No,
talking
no, no,
about?
he's not-
Hold on.
Akeem Savage.
So
No, this
that-
way. No,
on
Akeem
that
Savage.
logic,
No,
Mourinho
hold on.
Mourinho
No,
should get sacked.
you're not getting me.
Yeah, he should.
Bro, by that logic, bro, if I was Ranieri, if I was Ranieri,
Hold on.
if I was Ranieri and I won the league with Leicester, bro, I'm coming in there and saying, bro, I can do anything for the next 6 months. You shouldn't be
6
How am I
months?
getting bro?
Years.
Yeah.
What, even
It's
if you get
true.
relegated?
Bro. Leicester won the league. Do you not get this? Are you not getting how
Yeah,
big
but we
this
both
is?
know. We both know there was something dodgy with.
Bro, you
yeah,
them
what's his name?
rich-
Shakespeare.
Who's a hater
No, no,
now?
It's facts.
Craig Shakespeare.
It's
Yeah,
facts. It's facts.
Oh, what? You mean? Oh,
talking about the drugs.
Another
Drugs.
conspiracy for me.
Drugs. Oh my God.
You know. Oh yeah,
You see this brother Christian?
One pull on that zoo and he's all over the place. He's like, yeah. You know. Listen, so there's one story. This guy down the pub, he told me about these drugs, and I'm telling you, it's real geezer. It's real
It is
geezer.
real. It's real.
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
Trust me, in years to come, it will
Ain't
come
no
out.
amount of drugs, that's winning you the Prem for with Leicester, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's
Right, let me tell you something. When
So
they
true.
finish the year after,
Bruv, if anyone's on drugs, bruv, it's man like Ped Guardiola, blood.
Oh.
That's who it is, bruv. I'm telling you, fam.
no Uncle Pep's
That's
clean
your
everyone.
Uncle Pep. Nah,
I'm not gonna lie. Things
I hope Joel's got good.
well,
I hope Joel's got good lawyers because I think there's gonna be a lot of lawsuits coming your way, mate.
You went on this lawsuit thing these days, bro.
Nah, but you know what? Look, everything gets revealed. Of course, when Fergie retired, people started saying, all this stuff.
We
that
knew
Fergie
about
used to
that.
say.
We knew about Shaitan.
Obviously,
We knew about Shaitan.
Obviously, Wenger came out after the Invincibles and said, "Yeah, Perez dived his way through a lot of games." He did say that. He did say that, by the way. Just to be clear, he said he did.
No, he
dive.
didn't.
So
Yeah,
it comes out, innit?
selective
It comes
memory.
out. It
No,
comes
he
out.
didn't.
But listen. Give Leicester respect. Anyway, my point is about that.
You just saying
is the fact is,
Jack should get
bro, he
sacked.
still got sacked. He still got sacked
All
after.
I'm trying to say is I just don't think
4 years is a long time.
I don't think sacking man always solves problems.
Of course you don't. That's
So-
why you still got Jose.
Yes, that is why we still got Jose.
Nah, it solves the problem because you can't sack 11 men, blood.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
you can't.
when
That's
does
the only thing.
When does the blame fall on him then? At this stage, how many games do you have to lose now? If he loses tomorrow,
Failure to make it to Europe.
What about Jose? What about
Failure
Jose?
to make it to Europe.
what to the Euros? What
Akeem.
for Germany to sack their manager? Nah, you're taking a mick.
Akeem.
Why not?
You're
Hey,
taking a
what
mick.
about Mourinho? How long till
Why
Mourinho
not?
goes, mate?
Huh?
How long till Mourinho
bro,
goes?
bro.
We'll
Forget
see.
about Germany.
If they don't make
Forget
it,
about bloody Germany, mate. I want to know about Mourinho.
Yeah, what about Jose?
we got Chelsea.
It's
We got
international
Chelsea. We got Chelsea.
Do you know what? He
we got
doesn't
Chelsea
care.
United.
He doesn't
Chelsea
care.
United.
26 mil.
Who's
He's like,
ground?
yeah, sack me.
Who's ground?
Sack me for 26 mil. He
12.
don't care.
It's
We're
12
going to get another
still.
job.
It's 12 M's, blood. But for me...
Oh, is it 12? Either
Yeah,
way,
it's 12.
12
But
M's.
for Joachim Low, he needs to get sacked, blood. You got the whole country worth of footballers to choose from. It's not club management where you got 25 man. Like, bro, man, you got the whole country, blood.
Yeah.
And you still can't win games. Get out, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Man, ain't got no time.
And it's funny when you're telling man like Sane, nah, you're not good enough to play.
that's
right
it.
there.
There you
That's
go,
all
bro.
bad. That's crazy.
That's when it looks a bit crazy. But I think that you don't lose nothing. I don't think you gain anything by sacking him now. I don't think you gain. I think you could just still play.
You can let him ride it out. It's not
You can
tournament.
let him ride it
yeah.
out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not
You know
that
what I mean?
peak.
You don't need to terminate a man's contract and
the
pay
funny
him
thing
off.
is about Akeem is, this is the funny thing about Akeem. Akeem always says this. He says about Ranieri, but he also says smaller teams. He says smaller teams shouldn't be trying to sack anybody too quick. He said that about anybody, whether they win the
Yeah,
league
don't
or
have
not.
no ambition.
You goes,
Allow it.
you goes. Some of these smaller teams, why they sacking man like Pulis? Can you even get anyone better? My man, you better keep Pulis. They're trying to say. So,
It's true.
so I know you're saying it like because he won the league.
No,
but
no.
at the
Do you know
end of
what I'm saying about this? Because obviously these men want to talk about Jose and that. Yeah. The fact is, yeah.
Maureen,
sometimes,
blood,
hold on.
his name is
Hey,
Maureen.
Hey, the fact is. Hold on. Let me just say this, and then Rants can talk in it. Yeah? On this note, yeah. The same way you shouldn't be hasty and sack a man, yeah, after like 10 games. Hold on, let me
this ain't
finish.
hasty, brother.
Let me finish. It's the same reason. Just because Klopp's gone unbeaten for 9 games, don't give him a new contract, bro. It's only 9 games, innit? Klopp, sit down. People are saying, "Oh, give him a new contract, bro." It's 9 games
See
in
what
the
he's done to
season,
Liverpool.
geezer.
It's the best Liverpool team since 19.
Bro, they haven't won nothing.
I know,
Shut
but
up,
it's the
geezer.
best
They
looking
look
Liverpool team.
million
Best
times
looking
better than
team.
you.
Best looking
You know
team.
what? Let me tell you
Listen to
something.
this.
You see when Liverpool when they're at their best with Rafa, yeah, apparently, or with
Nah,
Julian,
Brendan
yeah?
Rodgers.
No, forget
Brendan Rodgers,
forget-
facts.
What do you mean now?
Okay,
Brendan
okay.
Rodgers,
Okay,
facts.
okay, that team.
Brendan
Brendan Rodgers,
Coleslaw, man.
facts.
Okay, we go that
Brendan
team. We
Coleslaw.
go that Brendan Rodgers.
Brother, why
team,
are
yeah?
you man sending for?
You see that Brendan Rodgers team? Yeah, it still had weaknesses.
I'll rob your phone.
This
Yeah,
team
what?
right, it still had weaknesses.
Hey, you can
The
try,
team they've
bruv.
got right now, it's got no
Alright,
weaknesses.
come, let's go outside, Jay.
What team's got no weaknesses?
The Liverpool side right now has got very like the only weakness they got for me is like they lack a creative player. The other team had bare weaknesses.
Yeah, it did.
This is the best Liverpool team since 1990.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's
true.
not, bro. It's actually not.
No,
Not
it-
by-
it probably-
not
Why is it not?
Factually, it's not.
Why is it
What do
not?
you mean factually?
It might be the best on paper, like
Because-
in terms
Not
of
even on
because
paper, the way
in
they
terms-
look.
Brendan
yeah, but
Rodgers'
in
team
terms
was
of how
actually
they
nearly won
look,
the
yeah,
league,
because
for
of
real,
the
for
style of play, but in terms of how they function.
No, how they function, geez, as well. I swear down, the way they defended the other day.
I don't know,
I'm
bro.
not
Them
saying
man got
part
a
of the past.
Champions League, blood.
I've never seen
Like,
Liverpool.
they don't have a
but
Xabi Alonso now.
Yeah, that was all.
They don't have a Xabi Alonso now. They don't have a Steven Gerrard
No,
now.
they ain't got that player, but they've got other players that can supplement that.
It's
That's
not
what
I
the team.
understand
they let
100%.
that
what-
midfielder.
I understand 100% what you're saying, but until they win something, like,
Yeah,
that's-
until they win
mean anything.
something.
They will.
that's
This season,
all-
they
yeah,
will.
I think they will
guarantee
win
you.
something this
I
season.
guarantee
as
you
well.
they'll win something
I
this
do
season.
think that, but
What?
until that day
They'll win
comes,
something this year. FA Cup, League Cup.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
they will
League
win
Cup.
something.
Yeah, they'll win something.
They
I
look-
think
they
they'll
look
win
proper
something.
strong.
They're looking
But
strong.
if they don't,
you got to give some respect.
then
to
it's
Liverpool.
banter.
Yeah.
If they don't win nothing,
Because them men have spent.
my
for-
you
them
lot
men
can't
have
talk
spent-
nothing, though.
Them men have
You
spent
lot
400
You
million.
lot are Arsenal now.
You spent 401
You lot
million
are
in 2
Arsenal
years.
Football Club. You're basically
How is
Arsenal.
it, why are these man talking so
You
much?
lot are Arsenal now.
You got Arsenal. This guy just sacked his manager. He's getting gassed up.
It's a new
But-
era,
but-
bro.
but- but-
But you know the problem.
And do you
You
know
know the
what
problem?
Rants? This brother supports Fulham.
Oh, look at he's rattled.
Fulham.
Look at he's rattled.
But you know, you man. Hold on.
Hey, them man are collecting footballs from the river and he's trying to send them.
No, you're taking the mick.
No, man, he's trying to
And
send
you
from
know
man.
it's about Jack. Jack is
mad,
active,
fam.
you know. Jack is active. Jack comes every week with his gun ready. His team gets slapped 3-0. He's still here with his strap, ready to take on everyone. His team, bro, in the Jackson get the strap every week, bro. I'm thinking
There's no holds barred, mate.
Last week, pouring
don't make
Sirocco in the
sense.
back,
it
you
doesn't
know.
make any sense.
That's what you said.
Yeah, that's what they did, man. Sometimes you gotta hold a bit of liquid.
How you gonna say it's Arsenal?
Fam, do you know what makes it worse? Do you know what makes it worse? The only reason why I brought up the Germany game is I wanted to hail up Netherlands. I wanted to say, maybe because when back in the
That's
day,
never gonna happen on here. It just always sidetracks.
just sidetracks. Because when we were younger back in the day, like Holland was
Holland was
the
best team to not win nothing.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. They were the nearly men, but their team was wavy, blood.
Clivert.
Kluivert, blood. Edgar Davids, blood. Like, oh my
David stayed
God.
off in the middle together.
Yeah,
Van Bommel,
Van Bommel,
Van
bro.
Bommel, Van
Bronckhorst, I'm telling you, Van
Bronckhorst.
Yo, come on, the Holland had the team.
The whole damn thing.
What
Best
did
team to not
you
win.
guys say? What did you guys just say about them? The
The
nearly
nearly
men,
men, blood. I'm
Nearly
telling
men.
you,
Bruv.
even man like Van Hooydonk was wavy.
Yeah,
Brother,
man,
they
yeah,
were
he can
hard.
take the free kicks.
Yeah,
gas.
but they have ballers, bro.
So I'm-
Overmars, like them man, they're Robin.
He was a big old
Fam,
tree, wasn't he?
Robin, fam, do you reckon they can
Bro.
come back?
I think,
They always can.
bro. The
Players
thing
like
is,
Ronaldo,
They're
Van Dijk,
a
Ryan
football
Babel.
country.
Bruv,
They
they
always.
always-
Ryan
Ryan
Babel.
Babel.
Ryan Babel,
He's still there, you know.
Babel was decent, bro. But the thing is with Holland, what's happening in the Netherlands is now a lot of their young players are getting taken out of the league young, going to clubs abroad and not playing, bro. Whereas back in the day, they used to stay in Holland, make first team play and get bare games, blood.
Yeah.
But now they're getting plucked out and you end up in Schalke's B team and like, doing nothing, blood. That's what's going on when really they should be playing in their top league, fam. Like if they all stayed there.
I hear that.
Do you know what I mean? Because even Memphis, he got plucked, to United.
They ruined him.
And misused. If they left Memphis in Holland for 2 more years and then he moved to Europe, bruv, the levels that he's playing at now, he would have probably been playing that 2 years ago, bro.
Yeah,
That's just what it is.
It's mad that we just had the World Cup without Italy or Holland still.
That's weird.
It's crazy.
But they're both coming back now. They're both on the way up.
Absolutely, bruv. Like,
Italy
Holland
won
are
last night,
sourcing.
didn't they? 1-0.
Yeah, Italy's winning again. So we'll see.
I'm just gassed we're winning 3-0 against Spain. Do you know how mad this is?
Who remembers Roberto Baggio?
Come on. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Well, it's a bit before my time. But
Sorry, Jack.
sorry,
How young are you? Like 12 or something?
listen. He was active in 1990 was his big thing. I was
Listen, guys, because I'm about to wrap up. Let's
Yeah,
quickly.
you definitely remember that. 1990.
Let's just quickly prediction for the Chelsea game. Chelsea.
Who's at home?
Chelsea
Chelsea
Manchester United
at home,
at Stamford Bridge.
7-0 Chelsea.
Is that Stamford Bridge? Ooh.
Yeah.
7-0 to Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm going to be there, bruv. Like,
are you talking
just
about?
trying not
Unlucky,
to
mate.
watch the flipping
I'm
bloodbath.
gonna say
Yeah,
3-1
unlucky,
Chelsea.
You going?
Yeah, I'm there.
What, you
bruv.
say
He's
bloodbath?
already dead. Stop it. Stop it. He's already dead.
He said bloodbath already. You know?
Yeah, fam. Blood. Hey, that man
real
stuck
talk,
4 past us the other day, blood. I haven't forgot that game.
That day was peak.
Chelsea, blood. They stuck 4 past.
Pedro scored in like 1 minute.
Yeah, blood. Diagonal.
you went. You turned out.
That diagonal, blood, and Daily Blinn and Chris Smalling, blood.
That you went to a game. Oh, was that a really bad thing? Like they know you went to a game.
Man's a couch. You know what's supposed to be on the couch.
Was this a friendly game or something?
No, blood.
Why is every game friendly?
Chris Sharp, man.
Remember?
Man got
This was like a year and a half ago.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Petro,
They scored after like 45
Well, you turned on the
seconds
telly
or
and they
something.
already scored.
But I hadn't even sat down.
Hey.
I hadn't even sat down, bro.
And they scored, yeah.
they
Hold
scored.
on, this
Wait.
game's at Stamford Bridge, yeah?
Yeah, 3-0 Chelsea.
So obviously Fulham's
3-1.
playing away from home, innit?
Cardiff.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I thought so because obviously they're taking over your stadium. They're taking over your whole city and that.
Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
No, do you know why I'm laughing?
that all you
No, do
got?
you know why I'm laughing? Because as soon as I said home, Chelsea at home, I was like, they must. That means Fulham is definitely playing away from home. Because you don't even have.
How dead is that
No,
smoke?
it's just mad joke, innit?
Is this your
Hey,
joke?
hold on,
Do you know
Jack.
what?
Do they
Do you know
ever play
what?
at the same
Oh,
time?
that really hit me, man.
No, I'm asking you.
Oh man,
Never play
that was
home.
Akeem.
Don't worry.
Oh, it really hit me where it hurts,
Hey,
man.
listen, big man thing. Hey, listen. I'm gonna wrap it up here, but I swear, Jack, if you let Cardiff smoke you, I promise you can't.
Cardiff are getting relegated, so blood, anyhow they
If
pepper
you
you,
let
man.
Neil Warnock and the man them smoke fuck you.
What, a guy with a trim like his, he's not beating us. I don't care.
I'm not winning, bro.
I
promise you.
Have you seen this trim?
I promise you, it'll be long.
Trim is mental.
Willock should be like he should be their manager, innit?
Fam.
That's his suit.
Hey, listen, if Warnock became my manager, I would never defect from a team, but I will if he does.
Jack, what's
never.
your prediction? Jack, what's your prediction?
What for us?
Yeah.
2-1 Fulham. 2-1 Fulham.
A bit close. Lee's corner. Alright, listen. Let us know in the comments below.
I can't wait for next week when you lot get smoked 4-0.
Alright, we'll see what happens. Right, well, obviously, you're saying 4-0.
I can't wait to see your Instagram video where man's crying with the.
Hold on,
Big part of Henny.
Let's go.
Hold on, prediction for Arsenal quickly.
We're back, baby. That's my
Who
prediction.
you playing? Who you playing?
Who we playing? Doesn't matter.
Leicester.
Who we playing?
Oh, great fan,
Leicester. We beat Manchester.
What a fan. What a fan. Yeah, we're back, baby. Don't even know they're playing.
At Emirates, yeah?
Yeah. Don't even know next game.
You playing.
Hey, them man are on cloud 9. They're not looking at the fixtures. This is the best year they've had in like 10 years, bro.
We're back.
This is the best season they've had in like 10 years.
You know what, Rants?
Man ain't looking at
I'm 65 kids, I can't remember a thing.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, let us know in the comments below who you think is going to be winning it this weekend.
Oh, CheekySport.
We got to get Jack the hell out of it. Obviously, big up Rants N Bants for coming through.
Yes, Rants.
Make sure you subscribe to I want to leave.
City, outdo you. The noisy neighbours. You're an embarrassment. You're a disgrace.
Why are you not doing Kiki challenge when you scored the last minute win against
Answer
that for me.
First of all, I can't answer that because man, we're doing no Kiki challenge. I look like Shiggy. I look like Shiggy.
Big up Shiggy.
Man ain't Shiggy, bro.
Big up Shiggy.
Now punch Shiggy. You know what I'm trying to say?
Do you remember Shiggy's in what you call it, Menorca?
Yeah, I know. JK that wanted to push him